Why do they have their bags upside down?
Well, I might have some funny looking corn on the headlands. Well, I think today is just going to be a fine day. Saturday, I was out turkey hunting. So we have a lot of wild turkeys in our area here in Ontario. And our season started today. So I went out first thing this morning around 6 o'clock. And by 6:50, I had a nice little Jake. So first day of the hunt, and I'm already done because I used up my tag. So we are gonna have some wild turkey breasts for supper, I think tomorrow night after it soaks in some salt water for a little bit. But today, we're gonna plant corn. The forecast was fairly dry for the next 2 weeks. Now, I checked it today and it looks like it's gonna get what we would say catchy, which is kind of a chance of rain about next week, basically, not this coming week, but the week after, the 14 day, which has been changing a lot lately. So it's hard to really go by it. But I think we just want to make sure the planter works, there's no hiccups, and that we got some time to fix it before the mad rush happens. So I got some fertilizer ordered. We got 87 acres that we're going to plant today, if all goes well. And we just got to go cultivate this the third time because it was the one that was tiled, like I've talked about. We got the 28 and chemical down, which I talked about. So it's just, we'll go cultivate it a third time. And then while Sandy's doing that, I'm gonna get the tractor and planter hooked back up together again. Kind of get ready to plant corn, hopefully late morning or right around lunchtime. So that's the plan. We have to get this mess of stuff hooked onto the tractor right here. It's not horribly complicated, but we'll just take a look at it and make sure everything works. I had everything working a couple weeks ago, so it should be fine, but we'll give her a go.
Tires are all good.
It'd be bad if they were.
What?
Quit seeding them.
What are you looking at?
Just to make sure this corn disc is in them.
Oh.
Yep. Corn. One bag.
First one?
Yep.
Oh no. Did I grab it upside down? We didn't. These are silly. Yeah, I grabbed it upside down. Why do they have their bags upside down?
That's the way all the bags are.
That's really stupid.
Oh, Jessica. Sometimes it's easier to do it here first.
Oh, it's so pretty.
So the purple seed is a non-traded corn, so it's just normal. There's no genes in it. It's easier to do it over here. You're not so high trying to rip the tag.
Yeah, makes sense.
They're crazy.
But here I am.
So we need to find a empty or broomstick.
What's that?
A broomstick.
Oh, like a straight in. Straight.
The one might be like by the back door, or in the.
I was looking at that too. Oh, he got it. I had no idea what was happening. But I might as well eat first before cutting it. Yep. Put this guy down.
Before you cultivate to get all the offsets right and everything. So.
On your planter?
Yeah, there's no question about it.
Okay. Just gonna eat. Punch it. Get that lid. Punch it.
All done that farm?
Yep. I was coming up the fence line right exactly with Chad. We were going, like he was on this side of the fence and I was on this side, going the same speed. Well, he's going a bit faster.
Okay, first startup kinks. I think we've eliminated most of them. We got some issues on electrical where we're having a bad connection. And what happens with the bad connection on electrical is that I lost my air compressor for my clean sweep. So my row cleaners that kind of clean in front of the planter units. So they weren't going up and down. And then that also got into issues with my starter fertilizer. And I couldn't figure out why my starter fertilizer pump quit on me. But we got it figured out now. Jack came out and with a circuit tester, we just realized there was two bad connections, one from the tractor to the Alari cart, and then the Alari cart, because I can take the planter off it, from the planter to the Alari cart was a problem. So I think we got them alleviated. But I think we're getting stuff dialed in. The starter fertilizer seems to be going on about right. Had some issues with my RTK on my base station, but I think I got that figured out. So got the headlamps planted. and now we're just going back and forth. So usually what I do, I'm going through kind of a tough clay spot here right now. I'll slow down, and then when I get to a nicer spot I can speed up, but yeah, just back and forth. Well, I might have some funny looking corn on the headlands. I had got thinking about looking at how my row units were shutting off. They're automatic, and as I come into the headland they shut off, and on triangle pieces they shut off in order that they need to. I forgot that the last time I used this planter in this display was when I was using it as a 3-point hitch to plant my edible beans last year in 2019. So my offset was completely off the mark. So I'm not sure how bad it's going to look. I caught it, I think, in time that it shouldn't be a problem. I guess it is what it is. But I have it fixed now, and we should be good. But that's why I kind of like to get corn planted in decent time to get all the kinks out of the planter. I don't anticipate having too many more kinks, knock on wood, and I don't plan on just using the planter as a 3-point hitch planter this year. For edibles, I'm actually going to put some dry fertilizer down with the edible beans this year as well. So I think now that I have everything set in here, and the fertilizer, the dry fertilizer coming out of the Alari cart behind me is coming out the right amount, I think just sit back and relax, hopefully. Kind of as an FYI as well, we haven't planted corn in April for, I want to say 2 years for sure, maybe 3. I think it could be 3 years. I think the last time we might have planted corn in April was 2016. 17, I don't think we did. 18, I know for sure we didn't. 19, I know for sure we didn't. So, really a good feeling to be planting corn on April 25th, which is really a perfect time for us. I still would like to see some better weather and warmer temperatures in the long range, but it is what it is. But I think anytime we can get corn in April, we always have a good opportunity to get decent yields. Set ourselves up for a decent year, especially on harvest moisture. So what's nice about this is I can plant some of those longer day varieties that we can take advantage of the whole growing season. Not like last year when we planted corn on June 8th. We had such a short season, we had to use shorter day corn, and it tends to yield less than our long day stuff. So we're putting in some good hybrids here that are going to take advantage of the growing season hopefully, and help us out on the profitability. So I kind of ran out of seed, which I knew I was going to. I was going to come home anyways and empty out the rest of the fertilizer into the cart while I could. So I'm just going to do that right now. got my camera back at the farm, so just using my phone. And kind of a quick update. We got 63.5 acres planted here. It's going pretty good. I'm not really pushing it too hard today, just trying to get all the kinks ironed out like I talked about, and doing a couple different hybrids here too to do some testing to see what stuff does well where. And you know, this farm's planting pretty good. It's a little rough still from tiling, but it's a lot better than it was last year, so I think we'll count that as a win, and everything seems to be going fairly well. So just waiting on some supper to show up. We'll get this field planted. We got 25 acres left. That'll be it for today.